Have you ever wondered how this all started? When we started living as we do? I, for one, could hardly imagine a world without technology. Could you? After all, technology is in a sense a reflection of our understanding of the world. We have certainly discovered a lot, but there are so many mysteries just beyond our grasp. Like the questions answered by our peers, which just a few generations ago seemed insurmountable. The questions we ask ourselves define who we are.
Science for me is somehow a brain teaser game in which you can also give a contribution to the next generation, to the future.
To me, doing research means to stand at the edge of the knowledge. You have the possibility to trying to understand things that nobody has ever understood.
Science is a method. It's the method of exploring the universe and the whole nature among us.
We are physicists, and we study how things in the universe interact.
In the last century, the scientists have discovered that particles like protons or neutrons are not elementary particles. Instead, they are composed by other particles, the so-called quarks, which are supposed to be now the building blocks of the whole universe.
You can picture them as the surface of a lake that fills the entire universe.
Because we are theoretical physicists, we are not in laboratories, but we usually work with numerical simulations on computer clusters.
These questions demand the use of very powerful computers, the most powerful computers in the world. Ones that can represent more than thousands and thousands of laptops connected together.
What we do actually is teach to a computer how the surface of this lake we call field moves and interact with other fields. And so we simulate the quantum behavior of the universe.
Studying the interactions of elementary particles requires very intensive calculations that can no longer be performed only by pen and paper. So we spend a large portion of our PhD or research trying to write computer programs to perform these calculations.
We develop software and algorithms for these computers in order to study particles. And that's why we have companies like NVIDIA and Google and Cray as our partners.
I want to mention that Italy has one of the best supercomputers in the world called Marconi 100 at Bologna, Cinica.
I'm always fascinated by how a bunch of numbers generated by a computer can tell us a story about nature.
Nevertheless, personal relations are always very important. In this sense, we often attend meetings with professors, PhD students, or others Europlex fellows. It's always very important to share ideas, projects, or also results.
Europlex is an innovative training network funded by the European Union, and it collects together 9 different universities.
The role of Europlex in all of this is to bring students from around the world interested in this kind of physics, lattice gauge theory.
And its goal is to gather and train 15 young researchers as me and make them interact.
I'm Lorenzo Barca, I'm Italian, and I did my bachelor and master degree in Italy at the University of Calabria. During that time I've also spent a semester abroad in Germany. And then I got accepted as an early stage researcher within an European community, Europlex. And here I am in Regensburg in Germany.
When I finished school, I decided to study physics at university. And so it's what I did. I did my bachelor and my master in Torino, in Italy. And then I decided I wanted to keep going in the research world, and I decided to move to Madrid here, where I'm actually doing this PhD with Europlex.
I've always dreamt about becoming a full independent researcher at some great institution and working with great people to unveil the deepest mysteries of nature. And of course, I would really like to communicate my knowledge and the knowledge we all learn through this process.
I'm not sure what I will do next, but I'm pretty sure that I will find a position either in Europe or in USA. And I'm not talking about an academic position, but also industry position.
Well, in my opinion, a PhD in this field, which has a large focus on physics, maths, and computing, can open many doors into the world, not only restricted to academia.
We will see.